exist anywhere. Life doesn't know how to use numbers that never end. It knows how to use whole numbers like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. It knows how to use those, but it doesn't know how to use this other one. And so life figured out this amazing thing, which Fibonacci, this man, discovered a long time ago. And that is that if you look at this series of numbers, Fibonacci is a series. It begins out with 0, and then it goes to 1, then 1 again, then 2, then 3, then 5, then 8, then 13, then 21, then 34, then 55, then 89, and 144. It goes on. And this is the sequence here that continues forever. And if you look at it, all it is you add 1 to 1, you get 2. You add 1 and 2, and you get 3. You add 2 and 3, and you get 5. You add 3 and 5, and you get 8. It's pretty simple. You just add the last number to the middle number, and you get the next number. But if you divide these numbers, if you divide 1 into 1, you get 1, and this number is under this golden mean proportion. If you divide 1 into 2, you get 2, which is over the number, but it's closer to the actual number. Then when you divide 2 into 3, you get 1.5, which is closer to this, but it's under. And then when you divide 3 into 5, you get 1.666667, which is over. And if you watch this, it goes under, then over, then under, then over, then under, and over. And the number keeps getting closer and closer and closer to the golden mean. By the time you get 34 into 55, 1.6176 is getting very close. Now if I could see the nautilus shell image. This is a nautilus shell. It's been cut in half. And what's happening here, these chambers at first are kind of broken and very strange, because this is 1, then 2, then 3, then 5, then 8, then 13, 21, 34, 55, 89. These are unfolding, and it says as they get higher, they get closer and closer and closer and closer to this perfect golden mean. You can see it taking place right before your eyes in this shell. And this is what life does in order to get around the fact that it can't use these complex numbers, but it can use single-digit numbers only, like 1 and 2 and 3. And life uses this not only in your bodies, in everything, and everything alive on earth. I don't care what it is. I don't care where it came from. Even if it was from another world, this is what it uses to unfold this. Okay, remember what we're talking about here is why does the ancient world and the modern world need each other in order to survive what the Mayan people are talking about. This plant actually can finally come to the place where I can explain this. This is called a sneezeworth plant. It's a strange plant, but it actually grows according to the Fibonacci sequence. When it comes out of the ground, it grows 1 leaf, then 1 more, then it grows 2 leaves, then 5, then 8 leaves, and then 13 flowers. The Fibonacci sequence is obvious. My question to you is, how does this plant know when it's sitting at 5 to grow 8 leaves next? Why not 10 or 12 or some other number? How does it know that? The way it knows that is because the plant looks back at its past, which is 3, and it knows that when it adds its past to its present, it knows where the future is. It knows exactly that the number is 8. And this is the situation that humanity is in right now. It's like we are, the modern world is like 5 right now, and it doesn't know where it's going. It's completely disconnected from its past. And when it reconnects with its past, which is what's about to happen on Earth, when it does reconnect with its past, it then remembers the ancient world. And when it adds the ancient world to the modern world, it knows exactly where it's supposed to go. We have to know where our consciousness is going to expand to. And we can't know that without the ancient world. It's essential. It's not an option. We have to. And the ancient world is completely prepared. They're ready. They know they need us. but we just don't know we need them. The Mayan people have held a knowledge about time, eternal time, and especially the date of December 21st, 2012, that has become a mystery, that our modern hearts have longed for more understanding of our own existence. We know this date is important, but most of us don't know what it truly means. So to help bring this date of 2012 to a brighter light so you can understand the bigger picture, we will have to speak about other subjects such as the precession of the equinox and other cycles of time. We will explain these concepts at the right time as they are all interlocked together. If the Maya prophecies are right, and modern science confirms their prophecies, they actually do, what is about to happen is no short of world-changing, with the immediate future about to unfold into no less than a complete transformation of the planet and human consciousness. Anyone out there that cares? The Mayan hope so. As the world academics has studied the Mayan knowledge and their calendar, it has mostly come to the conclusion that 2012 is the year of the great doomsday for humanity. But when fully open to view from the living Mayan perspective, it would be more accurate to call it the birth of a new humanity, or even more clear, the birth of a new consciousness. But this part of the prophecy has been completely overlooked by most of the world. And rather than writing a sequel to The Serpent of Light, this internet program is my way of getting this information out there as soon as possible. A book takes many months to write, then another 9 to 12 months to have it published, and then yet another year to a year and a half to get it out into the world's languages. It's way too slow. This reaches you now. Though who knows? I may write a sequel anyway. Now, in this chapter, we will begin by stating again that the Mayan calendar is the most accurate calendar on Earth. This extreme accuracy has astonished scientists around the world, and partly because of this accuracy, hundreds of millions of people are looking to the Mayan elders to explain this date of 2012 that the world considers to be part of the Mayan prophecy. And further, what we have heard around the world is that on this date of December 21st, 2012, there will be world cataclysms and the world will end. Just so you understand the source of what I'm about to say, I will quickly explain the National Mayan Council of Elders of Guatemala and who they are. There are 440 tribes living in Mexico, Belize, Honduras, and Guatemala, and each of these tribes has one elected elder for that tribe. These 440 elders make up the Mayan Council of Elders centered in Guatemala. Then this council elects one member of the council to preside over the whole council and the Mayan nation, and this is Don Alejandro Cerrillo. He is a 13th generation Mayan shaman. Don Alejandro knows more about the Mayan people and culture than probably anyone on Earth. To be clear, there are other Mayan councils, such as the Grand Itza Mayan Council that I talked about before, associated with Hunzvatsman, also a Mayan priest and shaman, but living in Mexico and in the lowlands. This council is another primary council, but represents mostly the Mexican Maya. I have worked with and performed ceremony with this council also for many years, which I talked about before, and the work that they do is also very important for the world. And then there are smaller councils that are located all around in Belize and Honduras and other places that are mostly regional and meet